Hey there, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've done an RC review, and today I've got this Extreme HJ816 RC boat. And at the end, I'll show a little bit of it on my pond, but I'm going to do a totally separate video racing it up and down the pond in a more in-depth kind of review after I've run it. Today's video is predominantly going to be an overview of what's in the box and what all the features are of this awesome boat. So this boat comes in both gray and a color they call cyan, but I would say it's almost more of a turquoise, darker blue. I'll show you what both of those look like because I actually got one for myself and one for my son. This is the gray one. We'll look at the other color here in a minute. This is a 2.4 gig RC high-speed racing boat. 2.4 gig is important because it has good distance and it also has low interference. And let's dig in and see what we've got here. I'm going to start here with just some of the basic stuff because once I have this out, I can set the boat in front of me. This is a stand. If you've ever had any of these before, most of them do come with a stand. That way you can display it. Make sure you're not setting it down on the motor. So that's our stand, as you can see there. And we've got our instructions. We've got our remote. We'll talk about more details on that. We have two batteries. These are 11.1 volt, 2500 milliamp hours. Charge time on each of these is about 5 hours a piece for about 12 minutes of runtime each. And we'll talk more about some of the intelligent features within the remote in the boat to keep you from getting stranded out on the water. Here's our boat. This thing is cool. This is very cool. So got some peanut styrofoam on there. We'll get that off. Look at that. That is a sexy boat. I'll tell you what, I can't wait to get this thing out on the water. Check that out. Let's see, put that there. We have our charger, charging cord that is, which you'll need to plug into a USB. This has a red and green button light that will flash. They will stay solid once it's charged. So we have the boat. We have two batteries, remote control, our charger, and our instruction manual here. A couple things I'll point out. The boat does have a crash cone on the front to keep you from destroying the plastic. On the back, I'm not exactly sure how it works yet because I haven't tried this yet, but it does have a function that if you capsize the boat, there is a way that it will turn itself back over. There's a little keystroke that you use that will turn that back over. So I'm excited to check that out. The remote control is going to take 4 AA batteries. On here, you're going to have a throttle here on the forward and reverse with your finger here. And then you're going to be able to turn from here. On the top, you have a trim button for steering. So if you're veering in one direction, you can set the trim so that it gets it straight. And then you have a speed trim. I find this to be really good. So if I run this on my pond, I have a lot of distance on the pond. I can run it a good distance and I can run it full speed and it's going to be awesome. If I run it on the ponds near my neighborhood back home, I'm going to need to dial that down so that I don't crash it and run it into the side of the pond. And then you have a power button here. So one other thing about the speed is if you've got small children or first-time users, that's a good thing to dial it down until they get used to the maneuverability, and then you can crank it up and let it go faster. Looks like we've got a light here on the front, a red light. I'm not exactly sure how that works yet. We'll figure that out. But let's take a look here. There are 2 little tabs on the back. That one, they both turn. Let's see. Those are nice locking tabs. What that's going to do is take off the decorative top. And then you get down to the next layer, and there's 4 locks here. Turn each of these, lift up, and now you're inside the boat where your battery is going to go. So really nice rubber seal around the edge. Very nice to keep your boat dry and all of your electronics dry. So let's put that back on. And that goes back together super quick. There's a tab on the front of both items and then the locking tabs on the back. Couple things on here. There is a flashing light on here and a beep when your battery goes low. So it's going to give you an alert when the battery is low on the boat so that you know to get it back to shore. No fun to lose it out in the water and then have to swim out or take a boat out to get to it. This thing does go 55 kilometers per hour, which is, I think it's 34 miles per hour. Okay, I went ahead and grabbed the other one. This is the cyan one. You can see how those look super cool. I can't wait to get them out there and race with my son. Front lights are equipped and making it quickly become visible in the evening. So these lights on the top here, low voltage protection function when the battery is low during play. The hull lights will flash, and the green light in the remote controller will flash slowly, and a didi sound to ensure that you're knowing to bring it back. There's cold water circulation installed to help improve the life of the motor. So these are brushless motors. So it's actually got a thing here right behind the propeller that's going to suck water in and pump water through that engine. That's pretty cool. I forgot to mention too, there's a small packet, and I guess I didn't take them out, of tools in there. There's an extra propeller, an extra nut to put the propeller on, and 2 small wrenches. And I recommend going around the boats when you first get them just to make sure everything's tight. I do that on all my RC cars or boats just to make sure. There are available parts to order should you need them. Looks like there's also lights on the side. I totally missed that. So you have a light on the top and lights on the side. I'd love to go out and run these in the dark right now, but I'm a little worried about crashing them. But that would be pretty cool. Maybe we'll run one at dusk and see how that looks. So other than that, it looks pretty straightforward. There was another thing I read in here that said if you're running it and you get caught up in plant material, there is a pause function that will stop it and then start it again. I want to say it's like 5 or 15 seconds to keep you from burning up the motor if you're caught in grass. So that's pretty cool. So check these out. This is the 816 Extreme. They got the lights. We're going to run these and show you a little bit of video, and then we'll do a separate video where we're running them up and down the pond and having a good time with them. So if you're interested in buying one of these, there is a link in the description below. If this video is helpful to you, would love for you to give us a thumbs up and hit that like and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. This thing's a lot of fun.